Just this morning, I was recording an audio for one of my clients and then went straight into the school space to record an audio as well on this subject that I'm going to bring to the table to you. Because I'm going to talk about it through the lens of increasing your income in your business. And you can translate this to absolutely anywhere in your life where you currently feel you are lacking something you desire. Because this is a piece, it landed gradually over time through how I shifted how I was showing up when it came to making investments, when it came to how much I was charging as a business owner, when it came to shifting my identity around being a small, struggling business owner that's self-employed versus being the founder and the owner of a company. Yeah, we talked about this in the last big free event that we did, Awaken Your Inner CEO, understanding how important identity is. Yeah, so if you're going around the world or going around your life with the identity of something that's creating your current results, so your current results that you're experiencing are directly linked to the identity you're currently holding. So if you're currently not getting the results that you want, your identity is a major piece in this. And so, I was in conversation with somebody who's joining the school, and this person was saying it's because I'm not the owner of a company. I'm not a successful businesswoman. I'm not somebody who invests in my business, etc. And and here's the piece is that when we tell ourselves we are not something and we desire a different result, which is actually connected to the thing we tell ourselves we're not, we block ourselves from getting the result. It's not that we have to change into something that we don't like or we have to become something that we're not happy being. It's the words that we use, the identity we hold around ourselves. If you're telling yourself you're not a successful woman in business, you're not somebody who runs a business or understands a business, you're self-employed, that is blocking you from having the success you desire. And so let's talk about this also with when it comes to the financial side of things. Let's say that you are calling in double what you're currently making so that you can sometimes it's not about making insane amounts of money, it's about making an amount of money where your focus doesn't need to be money. This has been one of the biggest changes for me, is that I no longer focus on it, so I actually focus on the things that are more important. Service, standards, values, improving what I'm doing in my business, bringing another level, my own health and well-being, my own joy, travel. I'm not thinking about the money, my focus is on other things. So not only does it change my results, it changes my experience. So for some of you, making more money is going to be about that you can now stop worrying about, oh, am I covering this cost? Is enough coming in? Am I able to save to be able to retire at some point? You actually stop thinking about that and you have so much more mental space for things that bring you a lot more joy. And so when we talk about healing your relationship with money, this is a big factor in it. And if what you're wanting is more income and you're at a place where you feel so much fear around investing in learning the things to make more income, that is getting in your way. If you're wanting to make more and you're gripping the purse strings, or you're closing your wallet, or you're holding back from investing in the support, the education, the team, the web page, you're trying to make the most out of the least on your part, this is getting in your way. Because it's not around spending money, spending money, spending money to make more money. It's around shifting your relationship with the money so that you're not constantly holding your breath when it comes to investments. You're assuming that because you're building a company that's going to be making more money, you're investing accordingly. When you're assuming that you're building a company that's making you the money, you're investing accordingly. You're not investing hoping that things are going to change. You're investing in accordance with what you're building. and you're cleaning up your relationship with investing as you go, the first few times you do it, it's going to feel scary. And then it's not up to you. Let's say that you invest in a web page, and then the person who makes the web page doesn't make it to the standard that you'd expected. You could then go into fear, lack, and scarcity around it and be like, oh, I've spent all of this money and it's not what I wanted. Really, the work here, because you could then be like, well, see, I knew it. Investing that money was a bad idea. By holding on to that, are you going to create more of the results that you want? Because the people that you see who are growing fast when it comes to income and business, we're not placing a lot of focus and intention on the lack and on the things that aren't going our way. We're consistently moving, not just investing money, also focus, time, energy, prioritizing things, without worrying if one thing, one specific thing is getting us the results that we want. We're moving with the assumption that by continually leaning in a certain way, we will get the results, because it's who we are and how we show up. We're not giving too much energy to the failure. In fact, the energy we give to things that don't work is, so what am I learning from this? What am I taking away? How do I do things differently the next time around? We're not like placing blame and getting angry. We're actually learning. We're taking full responsibility for the part we have to play, for the lessons we get to take, and then we're continuing moving forwards, moving forwards, moving forwards. We're not spending too much time, investing too much time on things that aren't serving us to grow. So there's this shift. The version of you that has more of what you want isn't moving in the way that you're currently moving, isn't investing in the way that you're currently investing. She's focusing on completely different things. The work for you is to understand what she's focusing on, is to stop worrying about what is happening right now and actually think about the long term. This is how a successful owner of a company moves. They're not like, oh, am I making money today? Are people buying today? Are people beginning to follow me? Or are there enough people signing up to my offers today? They're not thinking about that, or we're not thinking about that. We're looking way beyond the target. And because our focus is way beyond the target, because we're showing up in a certain way, people are working with us. People are buying. Because we're leading. There's a frequency to it. So I'm going to pose you this question. Where are you holding your breath when it comes to support, education, investments, guidance, mentorship, team? Where are you holding your breath and doing the minimum, hoping to get bigger results? Because shifting that, not just once, not doing one shift and then expecting everything to change. Choosing to be the person who consistently shifts so your results, so that the signpost of the goal is consistently moving forwards. Because what you currently feel is a big deal, very, very quickly, when you move like this, very, very quickly will not be a big deal anymore. Because also with the way that you're moving, when you move like this, when you're focusing long term and you're investing based on where you're going, not based on where you're currently at, the goalpost is consistently moving forwards. It's not that you're you're chasing your own tail. It's not like you're chasing something. You're moving from the pure joy of moving, and you're living in the experience of the abundance of the now. You're not worrying. You're enjoying the joy of doing what you're doing in the now, whilst also, this is a real nuance of holding this, right? And I know it's going to land for you, whether you hear it now or it lands for you and you embody it in the future. It's the bliss of the now, the beauty of the now. Let go of worrying about the results you're getting in the present moment. The biggest thing you can do for yourself is get into the spaces that normalize moving at your next level self. So you can relax and just purely be in the bliss of enjoying the now, whilst at the same time holding the duality of seeing beyond your target. So if you're currently, let's say you're launching something in your business right now, don't worry about the results you're getting in this launch. Know that there is something way beyond this launch. You don't know what it is yet. There is something way beyond this launch. You will only know what it is when you get there. That's incredible and insane and so much fun, and is going to get you so many incredible results. And then there's going to be something beyond that and something beyond that. So move in the now with the knowing of that, and invest in the now in the knowing of that. If you find yourself worrying about what's right in front of you, all you're going to do is create more of what's in front of you. These sorts of ideas take time to land. Take time to go through the filters of how you currently understand yourself in reality. It's not something that you might have a mini aha moment in listening to something like this, but it's the consistent exposure to the ideas that show you what you have not yet seen. Not just your blind spots, it's the expansion of consciousness. You only know what you know up until now. And for you to know more, you must allow your mind to be expanded beyond that by exposing yourself consistently to the teachings, to the ideas of somebody that's further along the path than you. It's the only way, or people, or groups, whatever it may be, communities. I mean, isn't that why you're here? Isn't this something that lights you up? Expanding not just your self-knowledge, knowledge of the universe, knowledge of the human experience, knowledge of the workings of all of this is fascinating. So you're not just doing this for the results in your business, you're doing this because it is the expansion of your consciousness. Expanding your capacity to experience new things. To have more good in your life, to hold more good in your body, in your mind, in your unconscious. The fact that you have a goal, if it's financial, is a signpost on the journey of the expansion of self. Expansion into more good, because what it will do by having that goal on your journey to the goal, it's going to bring up all of the stuff that is not in alignment with it. So you can see the patterns, the programs, the assumptions that are not in alignment with the goal. So you can consciously choose to release them and to act differently and to program something different into your identity, into your unconscious mind, into your nervous system. This is the advanced path. Yeah, I know most of you here, you've been on this path for some time, so you get the practices. You've been to the retreats, you've done the yoga teacher trainings, you've done the ceremonies, and those probably continue to light you up. And there is a level of advanced experience, wisdom, conversations that you are also hungry for, that aren't had in the masses. Yeah, there are so many more people jumping on this bandwagon, which is incredible. Fuck me, it's incredible. The world, those of you who work in a business that serves others, that helps them on their journey of healing, of well-being, this is a booming industry, booming. There is an abundance of people who want to work with you and who are ready for this, who are awakening to this. And so I know that you also, you see that lots of people are doing this, like, yeah, amazing, great. You're also ready for another level. The conversations not many people are having, because they're not ready for this shift within yet. So you, through learning what you're potentially now choosing to learn, you're also bringing that to them because of what you're choosing to embody and model. So this conversation goes way beyond increasing your income. this conversation, really what it's about is understanding that you are a limitless being who's forgotten your non-limited self. You believe that limitation exists. And because you believe it, you create a physical reality around limitation. But we live in a universe of limitless possibility. And for us to tap into that, we have a goal, financial, fitness, love, whatever it may be. We have a goal or goals. And on our journey to the goal, we get to see the patterns and programs that believe that limitation exists. And we get to clear them to remove those glass ceilings and reach another level. I'm going to leave you with this. I share insane value for free as well to expose you to the types of conversations we have in the school, so that for those of you who join, you know what you're coming into, because we don't just talk strategy and business. Yes, I guide you to being incredibly successful in business. We go way deeper than that, way, way deeper. This is about healing, expansion of consciousness, understanding the human experience, understanding the universe through the lens of financial abundance and time freedom. Because these are big. I had a question that I posed myself. My focus, like what lights me up, is the spiritual path. It's understanding the human experience and guiding people on that path. And so my question to myself is, what is something, or what are some things that are so important to people they will be committed enough for a long enough time to be on this path, to be continually healing, creating more and more joy, experiencing more and more good, and awakening more and more? And so the answer was, for me, people on the path who are building business, whether their business is around the path itself, so healing, spirituality, well-being, fitness, all of those things, coaching, something creative. So whether it's to do with something on the path, or it's someone building a business who is fascinated by the inner work, I know that you're committed. A goal that's really important to you is financial freedom. Another goal that's really important to you is potentially location freedom, nervous system freedom, freedom from anxiety, happiness. So these are the reasons why I've chosen these signposts for people who join the school. The main focus is the path. That's the underlying focus through everything that we do. You get to make a bucket load more money on a consistent basis. Great, amazing. It's a signpost. Just like a goal, like a pose in yoga. Yeah, moving towards doing a headstand. It's not about the headstand. It's about the strength you gain along the way, the balance, the proprioceptivity, the connection with your body and your breath. The pose purely serves as a signpost on the journey where you get to meet yourself again and again. It's the same in the school with business. So if these are the types of conversations that not only excite you, they expand you, and you're hungry for more of it, because you're probably like me, then the school is a fucking awesome place to be. Why would you not allow yourself to be in a space like that? Not because you need to, because you have the freedom to. You have the freedom to choose a space like the school. Why not? Literally, this is my sales pitch to you. It's not like you're going to get this and you're going to get that. Why wouldn't you give yourself it? Why wouldn't you want to be in a space like that? When you shift from the what do I get to why not allow myself it? How good does life get to be? How many exciting things do I get to expand my mind into? Then the whole game of life changes. So on that note, the offers to join the school end today, the end of today, so Wednesday. You can still join. It's an evergreen program. You can still join. The prices will have gone up. It's still an insane opportunity, because whatever the price is, if it stretches you, it also stretches your relationship with money. So you shift how you feel around it. So until the end of today, it's 6,500 for the year, for a whole year, to join us at levels 1 and 2. So this is the personal development and the business. If you can stretch to level 3, I highly recommend, because that is the certification, which includes levels 1 and 2. Okay, so that's currently 7,500. It includes the in-person in October in Spain, and it also includes the VIP upgrade. I'm not going to tell you what that is. You'll get to experience it once you're in the space. So if you can permit yourself level 3, go for it, because there is so much in there. We go into the frameworks of like human psychology, of holding space for yourself, of holding space for others, and so much more. If this is for you, send me a DM. I'm already chatting with a few of you who are wanting to sign up. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'd love to hear also what landed for you from this message. This really, really powerful message.